Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for the sign of Aquarius for February 2020. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Ascendant, Stellium, whichever is prevalent in your natal chart. First of all, we're going to be linking in to Spirit to see what they have to say for you guys. And then we're going to be using the Wild Unknown deck to gain some further clarity as to what you can expect to sort of see. This is by Kim Kranz, not sure if I've pronounced that properly. And then we're going to be using oracle cards for outcomes. So let's link in first of all, see what Spirit wants to sort of say here for you. Oh, happy birthday, by the way. Everyone who's obviously birthday is if you are an Aquarius, happy birthday if you are obviously a February Aquarius. Let's see. Yeah, it's interesting. I had this song just as I was pre-shuffling the deck. It's the Baby You're a Firework song by can't remember her name. What's her name? Let me Google this. Let me pause this one. So, yeah, it's by Katy Perry. They want me to read the lyrics. This is going to sound a bit weird now. I'm reading them. It says, "Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Drifting through the wind, wanting to start again. Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under scream, but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you because there's a spark in you? You've just got to ignite the light and let it shine and just own the night like the 4th of July. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, show them what you're worth. As you shoot across the sky, baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colours burst. Make them go, oh, oh, oh. You're going to leave them falling down, down, down. You don't have to feel like a waste of space. Your original cannot be replaced. If you only knew what the future holds, after a hurricane comes a rainbow. Maybe a reason why all the doors are closed, so you can open one that leads you to the perfect road. Like a lightning bolt, your heart will glow. When it's time, you'll know." Ah, I like that. I really like that. Yeah, it's like you're a bit of a Russian doll. There's a layer within a layer within a layer within a layer, and it's like one outer layer is being removed to sort of for a reveal. There's a reveal, but I feel like it's going to come in different forms. It's like it's not just going to be you. I mean, there's an element of that where there's definitely a change in you that is going to show or spark some kind of revelation and or change in your sort of external environment. Yeah, it's going to have a knock-on effect. It's like there's a reveal based on you and also your external environment that changes things. That's a total change. It's like a revelation almost, I feel. Yeah, it feels like a revelation coming. And it's interesting because I'm hearing now the Big Bang and how it all started. So it could, because again, it's another fireworks and sort of, you know, that kind of chemical reaction sort of reference. It's almost like you're going to get understanding as to you, why you're here. It's very similar to the Capricorn, apart from the fact that Capricorn's energy was more focused, I feel, around love and to top themselves up in that way. So it'll be interesting to see what it's going to come through in these cards. Now, I deliberately picked a very, as per the request of the guides, a very kind of abstract card. Now it makes sense as to why, because obviously, I mean, look at this here. This even looks like a Catherine wheel, doesn't it? So, good choice, guides. And look, bottom of the deck. I mean, I've just pre-shuffled these. The bottom of the deck is the world, and underneath that is the star. I mean, if that's not, you know, clarification, it's almost like there's a, well, star quality, but there's a closure here that allows you to rewrite something. Let's have a look. Let's go into this. Let's do another shuffle. Let's go into the cards and see what else Spirit have to say here for you guys for Aquarius. But yeah, it feels like a reveal is on its way. And it's interesting because these cards are the wild unknown, but I feel like you might even have something in your head as to what that reveal is, and I feel like you might be right. I feel like whatever it is in your head at the moment that could be in reference to this, I feel like you could be right about that. So Aquarius, please, Spirit, February 2020, what can you tell us? I've got that song in my head, I'm going to make it a night to remember. If you've got any evening plans that are coming up. I feel like there's something, yeah, it's definitely something in the evening that I feel is gonna be revelationary. Okay, so we've got 5 of Wands here. This is the 5 of Wands, okay? So theoretically, you're looking here about competition, other people involved, but the energy here feels like Spirit are throwing cards up in the air. They're throwing an energy up and seeing where it lands, right? All 5 of these elements are seemingly random, but they're not. So you could have 5 aspects of your life here that are in the balance, that are going to be, once this element of awareness comes out, this revelation, this reveal, I feel like these kind of 5 elements are going to start slowly slotting into place. And it's interesting because it's very sensory like. So you've got potentially like seeing, hearing, feeling, knowing, and olfactory. So there's like 5 senses. So 5 is about change as well, and it's also about creativity. So I feel like there's definitely some kind of part of you here that's being, it's like an evolution of yourself that's being allowed to be free, or there's some kind of release here, and then a reformation of what is based on the changes that have happened. So let's pull some new other cards here for you guys. February, Aquarius. Is that the other way, or is that upside down, Spirit? They're saying leave it. We've got the World in reverse. So there's something that is, as of maybe while you're watching this, exactly as you're watching this, but this is basically, I feel, the beginning part of February. Could be in the position you're in now if you're watching it right at the beginning of February, where there's something that isn't quite resolved. That this is the World card, it's the last card of the Major Arcana, it's about a cycle coming to a close. But there's definitely something here that hasn't ended yet. It's like you're in mid-transition of this change, okay? So you're going to probably know what that is. Everyone's going to be different. I just hear it's coming, so don't, if you're sat there going, well, when is it coming? They're saying it's coming. Extremely frustrating to hear that, probably, yes. But I feel like we've got to stop putting time limitations on these things, because I feel like it's not as simple as let's just get on with it and let's bring it here now. Spirit is saying it's about the journey. It's not that we're going to just run from A to B and not care about what else is going on around us. We have to absorb and be aware of everything as, you know, every moment. It's a very mindful type of energy where we're living in the present. We're more likely to understand things that way, and this is what it's talking about. They don't want you to rush from A to B. They want you to take all this in. There's definitely something about this here where there's an evolution, and I feel like this time in a few months or this time next year, you're going to be looking back going, I wish I'd really observed this a lot better. I wish I'd really kind of taken all this on board a little bit better, because I can't remember the details now of what that was all about. And I feel like for some of you, you are very forward thinking, yes. And you are usually very switched on, and you're very good at observing things. I feel like we're needing to switch this up a little bit and immerse ourselves as opposed to observing. We need to be put into the thick of it, I feel, from these cards in order to close out the cycle. It could well be that you're so used to observing that you can't close it out because it's requiring a different tact, possibly. Take it as it resonates. It's a general reading. I'm still getting Katy Perry firework. You've definitely got your hand, I mean, if this is resonating with you, you've definitely got your hand in different pots here. It's like you definitely haven't got all your eggs in one basket. You're trying to spread yourself out a bit, and that's great. It's your perspective that they're asking you to have a look into. It's not what you're putting your energy into so much. It's more the perspective of things, because there's a revelation, all right, that's coming. It's interesting as well. I'm just seeing a handbag now. It's a practical item to carry things. And it's really interesting because they're showing me a bag that's been observed, and someone's paying attention to the detail of the stitching. They're looking at the strap and they're sort of admiring the leather or the, you know, the material, and then they're looking at it from afar and they're putting it on them to see how it looks in the mirror. Now, I don't know if this is someone specifically that I'm looking at here, so I apologise if my remote viewing is a bit scary. It could just be symbolic, but if that is you, put your name in the comments if you want to, because it's a nice bag. I mean, like, but the point they're trying to make is that you're viewing a practical item and you're looking at the beauty of it, all right? So this is a practical item that's been totally changed into this status of this, you know, this artwork, because that's how you're looking at it. And it's that they're talking about, you know, it's that practical journey, and you're making the best of it. You're looking at it, you're taking it all in, you're looking at all the details. That's what they're asking for, because you're going to notice something that you haven't, all right? Now that sounds really annoying to say, but it honestly, whenever I hear these kind of messages about perception, I'll be honest with you, it really is useful for me personally. Now, my moon is just bordering, it's a 12th house, but it's just cusping the 11th house as well. So yeah, I do like this energy. It suits me, you know. Beware of perception. Beware and be aware of perception. So they're saying it doesn't have to be necessarily bad, but again, there's a kind of cusp here of teetering on not being aware of something because of how you're observing it. So just pay attention for that. This card wanted to come out, but I'm going to see. This is another 5 card, but let's have a look. Aquarius, please, for February 2020. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh yes, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Can you see all those cups are out there in the cosmos? It's being put out and it's under the moon. So again, it's an emotional, I'm hearing an emotional celebration, all right? You, with the 9 of Cups, this is all about getting your wish fulfilled, topping your cup up, being, I'm hearing elevated. And I'm also hearing what is meant for you will always be for you. If you can try and get this perspective, it's to do with a major situation and or issue in your life that you haven't quite resolved or concluded, that you'll be, if you change your perspective on or view it in a different way, you will be gaining something from. 9 of Cups. There's something here about a dawn, a dawning of a new age here. This is a brand new energy that you're going to be, I mean, put it this way, it's like you're, again, this Russian doll reference, it's like you're kind of removing one of the larger Russian dolls and popping it to one side, and then there's you in your glory, you know, in the next layer down, ready to receive based on that layer that you're currently in. It's an upgrade. You're going through upgrades, 100%, 100%. And this is the thing, it's interesting because you must put yourself first at this stage. Can you see the world upright? It's a very center sort of targeted bullseye point, and either side is this very busy energy of wands, action, and cups, emotion. All right, don't be distracted into making too many kind of moves and or reliant too heavily on emotion. If you're very in your emotions this month and or wanting to make moves, sit in that energy as long as you can, because you'll gain something from it a lot better than you will sort of making a move, then realizing that maybe your perspective was a little needing to be rejigged, and then making another move. I'm also hearing something about, let me just see what this reference is to, because I'm hearing a lot of music at the moment. I'm hearing Dame Vera Lynn. There'll be blue skies over the white cliffs of Dover. Now that's a really old school reference of wartime ending The song is about hope after war, Second World War. Now, the reason I know that song is because my granddad fought in the Second World War, and so all that kind of music I'm aware of. Because he, you know, obviously when you're talking to him, he wrote war diaries, and so yeah, I'm aware of the culture of that era. So this is about celebration after hard times. This is about a kind of a recalibration, a hope that's been given after some extremely hard times. So if you are still in that energy, there is hope. This is on its way. It's being delivered, but it requires a perspective shift. Okay, Aquarius, please, for February 2020. What can you tell me, Spirit? What messages, please, for Aquarius? Okay, so we've got the Father of Wands now. Okay, this is very strong fire energy. Very masculine energy, doesn't have to be male, could be some link with Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Now, this either energy is delivering the revelation or you're entering into that energy yourself in order to receive. Now, can you see on this card, he has got another wand that's upright here that is a receptor. It's like it's receiving the energy of that kind of thunderbolt. Okay. And it's interesting because the wand is also positioned into the base of him. Okay. Now, this also has a very strong Kundalini reference. So it could well be that I'm hearing Kundalini rising. Maybe you're getting an upgrade in your energy. Your energetics are changing. Yes, it could have a love reference as well. There could be an individual that is around you or you have an interest in, or maybe you identify as Father of Wands. That is, I'm hearing creative influence, could be linked to work, doesn't have to just be love, but there is definitely a male energy or a masculine energy here. Doesn't have to be male, could be a female masculine energy, could be both. That is either helping you transition through this or has led to the transition through this, either like a catalyst of some sort. Wow, and we've got the full card here. So it's a brand new start, brand new transitional start. First card of the Major Arcana. So we've now got the World that's upright, the reverse and the full. It feels like if this is a love connection that you could have an ongoing cycle going on with a fire sign male or female who also potentially has other love interests around them that you are setting your sights on. That could also, if that is the case, mean that you are needing to have a perspective shift within that situation because there's something that is blocking that. And or a layer needs to be released within that situation. If it's not a love interest, it could be something to do with an opportunity around work that you feel is hotly in pursuit by others and that you are trying to pin down. That is definitely within you've set your sights on. Whatever this is, it's something that you had set your sights on that you want to have, okay? And it's like that you're just waiting for a fresh beginning. You're just waiting for something to conclude so you can carry on and get what you want. It's like you set your sights on this. Two of Pentacles, juggling, but there's also a transition here. I feel like the revelation could come around this opportunity that you had once thought was potentially very positive. I'm not entirely sure if you're going to view that by the end of the month. Do you know what it's like? It's like, look, we've got the World in reverse, don't forget. So it's like a chapter that isn't quite concluded. I'm wanting a fresh start, but not entirely sure what the last chapter was about. And then towards the end of the month, having that revelation that maybe it's not as good for you, but it's like, because the wish, it feels like you're juggling that if this is going to be good or not, and you're juggling if you want a fresh start or not. This is sort of mid-month, I feel. But the beginning of the month, potentially, I feel, there is a hot pursuit of a goal that has other interests around it, whether it's job, career, finance, work, love. I feel there's a bit of an impatience around you as well, but I feel like this other person could have another love connection, i.e. they could already be in a relationship. They could already be in a relationship, which is why it's not quite come to fruition, and you're in a cycle with it, but you want it. You want to sort of have this opportunity. Aquarius, please. Messages for Aquarius. Aquarius. Yeah, look, we're in the Hanged Man position, so there's a pause. It's like, yeah, see, look, it's a pause for breath. It's like, do you know what? I really don't know if I like this energy either. This Hanged Man energy with that the red eyes. Don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like that. It's interesting because you're being suspended from the dark, but where you're hung down and your perspective is, it's being led into the light. Again, it looks like you're gonna notice something about this situation that you hadn't previously spotted. I don't know if you're going to come out of it thinking, is this really good or not? Did I really want this, or what is this? You know, it just feels like you're reevaluating what you actually really do want. We've got the Daughter of Swords. So this is the Knight of Swords. No, this is the Page of Swords. This is the Page of Swords, not the Knight. It's interesting. There's other people that are observing as you are observing the whole situation. It's like as you're overseeing your decision making, there are others. Again, the reference to the Five of Wands, where there's other people competing and or there's other love interests. And it's interesting because there's also, if you've previously had a lot of chatter around social media, I feel like at some point that's going to go completely quiet, and or there's a pause. It's like people are holding everything in, all the information in. Or if there's been gossip around this, it's like people are holding that insight in now. They're not kind of divulging it. Yeah, there's a lot of people observing this. I feel like if you think there's like 4 people involved in this, there's probably going to be like 7. Now, that's just giving an example. I don't actually think, I mean, the numbers could be accurate, but it's like if you think that there's 3 people involved, there's going to be more. There's 100% going to be more, because I'm just seeing so many energies here. And this is the thing. Yes, I'm reading collective energy, but if I pinpoint into one specific scenario, there's a minimum of 4 people that are involved. It's not 3, it's 4. So you could have a partner, the other person could have a partner, and or if it's a job interaction type scenario, it's like the person in the job, the previous incumbent, let's say, and then you, and then someone else that's got their eye on it. It just feels like there's a lot of people involved in this, and it's not just the ones that you are aware of. There's definitely some, again, I feel like I'm waiting for this revelation. I feel like towards the end of these cards me pulling, I feel like there's going to be another revelation here, and Spirit are just saying there will be. So bear in mind, if this is resonating with you up till now, there's probably going to be another, again, I'm hearing another evolution. It's like, it's like a Russian doll within a Russian doll, within a Russian doll, within a Russian doll, within a it's like, let's pull some more cards. High Priestess, secrets. And I'm hearing secrets coming to light, okay? So don't doubt they won't, because I feel like you're definitely going to get some kind of revelation here. Yeah. They're just saying without a shadow of a doubt. It's like they're putting a hold on discussing it, and again, you'll probably have social media, if this is also linked to social media, go completely silent, and then suddenly I'm hearing the cat's let out the bag. Oh my goodness. Okay, if you can... The advice at the moment with these current cards is, if you're relating to this, is whatever you do, I would just be keeping to myself right now. Within, or if when you get to this at this point, I would be totally keeping to myself, because it's like, as this secret comes out, so do the people. And I'll be look, I'm going to be really honest with you. This is drama. This is drama. Don't get involved. Cannot. Now, maybe you want to get involved and this is your kind of thing, right? If that's you, then you do you. Me, I'd be running the other way. Cannot be doing with this, because I'll be really honest with you, with all the other characters that are involved, I'm not gonna lie to you. This character right here, I feel is kind of like, ha. And I've just heard, look at me. This is ego. I feel like this character, this person who's in the center of all this, is loving life. When this happens, I feel like it's like an ego trip for them. Personally, I would be deliberately running the other way, thinking, I'm not associating myself with this. I don't want your ego to be inflated from my name, you know. Now, maybe that's me in an ego position. Now, my guys are just saying it's not. I think it's because I just don't want to be involved in that. But their advice is stay well out of this, because it's like, it's going to get petty. There's such a petty energy with this. Is going to get real petty real quick, you know. See, look, my guides are eye rolling. I'm not going to lie. They are eye rolling this. Yeah, it's like, people, don't lower your energy. Don't, whatever you do, lower your energy. And you'll know this is coming when social media, there's like a social media blackout. It's like tumbleweeds going across and no one's talking about anything. Everyone's quiet. And then and I'm trying to figure out, it's going to be different for everyone. They're saying pull another card. Let me see how is this up? Right. Oh my goodness, I don't want to look. Four of Wands reversed. So this is either someone that's in a living environment that is literally moving out, or someone that you thought, a relationship that you thought was never going to end is ending. Like it's done. And it's going to be, it's like, it's weird, because I feel like you're going to get to a point within this month, and again, you're going to feel like, do I really want this? I don't know if I really want this. And then something's going to feel a little bit different, like the social media blackout's going to happen. Boom, secret comes out. Someone's left, someone's leaving. Someone's leaving that you're not expecting. There's a removal of an energy within this current situation that you wouldn't expect. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If this is a job, it feels like the boss of the company's going. Just want to put that out there. If it's a love connection, it's like the wife, it's the husband, it's the significant other that is gone. Now, interestingly, yeah, I don't feel like it's from the person that you're connected to that has made this happen. I feel like it's the other person that's probably figured out something. I feel like they figured something out and they left. So just watch when you speak to the other person what they relate as, because if they turn around to you and go, oh yeah, I asked them to leave because, you know, I really want to be with you, lies. Lies. That's a lie. For the majority of you, that, in fact, no. I would say there's a potential 1 or 2 people that won't count for, but the rest, yes. Lies. There's a lot of dishonesty here. And do you know what the interesting thing is? The way I've laid out these cards, I've now got the High Priestess staring at the snake. Now, it's a shame I can't show you that, but it's just the way that Spirit asked me to position these cards. They're both looking at each other from the far ends of the spread with all the other cards in the middle. Someone's talking openly about something. If this, I'm going to be real, I feel like someone could have approached the other person and stated some information, which has then caused them to kind of leave. But there's someone's relayed information somewhere that has caused this. Now, again, if it's a job situation, it feels to me like someone found out some information here that has caused them to go. Something about longevity. It could be maybe they were up for retirement. Maybe they were being pushed out earlier than what was expected, and so they jumped before they needed to leave. Let me just see what this I want to see what this. Oh, I'm getting all dizzy now. Oof. One sec. Oof. Yeah, I don't like that. That energy feels to me like I was about to tune in. In fact, I obviously did. Just tune into that High Priestess energy with that Four of Wands reversed. And honestly, it's like I was dizzy. You've got to let the dust settle for this, because there's going to be so much bullshit that's going around about this. Don't invest in that. Don't believe anything. Just wait for the dust to settle, because this is you're going to have so many false bits of information here. And at the end, whoever's life this is, I have to take my hat off to you, because I feel like you're expecting this. And I don't know how you have the energy to deal with it. I really don't. Yeah. You're going to end up getting some clarity on it, because it's just all bullshit, you know? Let me just see what else they're going to show me here. Oof. Justice. I've got some real sweary guides at the moment. The shit's about to hit the fan. That's absolutely no. I mean, this is, again, firework. It's like someone's put a firework in the middle of this and gone boom. Good reference, guides. That was a good reference. It makes sense now. Yeah, I mean, this is getting blown up from the inside out. There's absolutely no shadow of a doubt. Hence why the world was in reverse, because this is like, again, it's like it's all very illusionary. It all looks like a certain way, but it's not. And I feel like it's like the finer details are going to come out towards the end of the month. You have to tell me in the comments what this is. Yeah. You have to. Let me know. Justice. This can also be karmic as well. Wow. Four of Swords in reverse. Essentially, someone did not bow out when the time was needed. It's like they dragged this out for so long. They took the piss. Excuse my language, but it's how I'm getting it. They took the mick. You know? Let me just see. So when I say taking the mick, it's Cockney rhyming slang, and it means taking the Mickey Bliss. So taking the piss. Now Mickey Bliss, I don't even know who that is, but it's a saying that I've always said from just being around family and stuff. So hence why, if you're not from the UK, just FYI, that's what it means. So taking the mick, basically, it's a less sweary version of taking the piss. So, Justice with the Four of Swords in reverse. Someone had a heads up about this and they didn't acknowledge it. They took the mick. I'm going to reiterate that because that's what they want me to say. And they pushed it. They pushed their chances over and over and over and over again, thinking they were going to get away with this. And again, I've got my guide going, yeah, yeah, yeah. So again, this doesn't feel like my guide, but someone's guide is fuming right now and has been trying to warn you, which maybe you've acknowledged, maybe you haven't, but this is why they're like really vocal in my ear at the moment, because it's like they're trying to get this home to you. Now, I feel like you're going to want to sit and observe this, because I feel like this has been a long time coming. They're saying it has, which you have a right to do, but just make sure you're not too involved to the point where you're getting totally dragged into it. Observe. Again, it's interesting, the first part of the message where you were totally immersed in a situation. They're saying look at it from a different perspective now. All right. So if this does happen and this links to you, I feel like this is part of the thing that you're going to need to look at from a different perspective. So if you're usually very sort of observant and you're usually very detached, it's like time to kind of deal with it a different way, because I feel like it's going to be easier for you to release that way. We've got the Six of Swords, which is about moving into calmer water. Okay, I'm hearing moving on. It's about moving on. It feels to me like whatever this is in relation to, whether it's love, career, it's a long time coming. This has been a build-up. My guide combined with whoever else's guide is talking to me right now, there's swear central going on because they're not happy about it. They're saying this individual that's involved is a very cocky individual, and I feel like they may have assumed that they'd be getting away with this scot-free. And someone is saying, oh, how much they underestimated us all. Someone's in trouble. Yeah, I'm just getting an image here of, and this, again, you might know this or might not, but it's like someone has absolutely, sorry about the swearing, but bullshitted their way through this. And when this revelation happens where someone is leaving or there's some truth being divulged, all of these other people are coming out of the woodwork, and it's like there isn't just one or two other people, there are like so many. And they're all saying the same thing, and they're all kind of sitting there going, yeah, but they told me that this was what was going to happen and that I'm going to get together with them. And oh my goodness, there's like, put it this way, whatever this is, if it's not a love interest, it's like there is some serious shit that's getting revealed. It could be within a job. Maybe if it's within a company, if this is not love and this is to do with a company. Got to laugh because my guides are like there. It feels like if this isn't love and this is to do with a career situation, this person is getting absolutely made. Like there's no hiding from this. There's no hiding from it. The truth has been revealed. It's like they're being smoked out. They had to be, because it was time. It was time. Everyone's going to have some kind of, there's going to be a healing or a transition around this based on the information that's being revealed. But it won't be for what? The star reversed. It's like this. It's just like, if okay, put it this way, if this is like you're in if this is someone in the public eye, there could be someone. Now bear this in mind, because I'm reading for the collective. There could be someone who is very linked to Aquarius energy, who is about to get, and this, oh my goodness, got to be very careful with my words here. Someone is about to have, there's going to be a revelation here of an Aquarius. Now this could also be a famous person, because I'm getting star reversed. That they're bullshitter and they've been caught, and so that's it. They've been revealed for what they are. But someone's getting revealed, and there's going to be some big old revelations. This is, I mean, we've got Justice, we've got the Star Reverse, we've got the High Priestess. This is kind of big, heavy hitting energy here. Wow. Could also involve more than 2 females. Because I just had the Mother of Cups and the Mother of Swords jump out at exactly the same time. Okay, so doesn't have to be female, could be male as well. Could be a water sign and or air sign. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. One of them could be a mother of their children. One of them could be a divorcee. Doesn't have to be. One of them could be their actual mother or a female relative. I've just heard the boxing gloves are off. It's like they're just, this is some heavy hitting energy right here, and we've got Judgment on the bottom of the deck. So let's pull some outcomes here, because let's pull some outcomes. Outcomes, Spirit. Outcomes. Oof, Bear. Wheel of Fortune. This is, again, if this is, keep an eye out for the Aquarian famous people that you follow, right? There's a change in fortune here. This is a fated thing. This was all meant to happen, okay? Someone is about to get removed from their perch, okay? Now, again, it could be job. It could be in your love life. It could be in the public eye, okay? Because Aquarius is also linked to the star card, all right? So this is, look, so this is the actual Aquarius. Now, because it's reversed, someone is being removed from their perch. So this could be, you know, again, someone that you're linked to, someone you know, but they're not in their power. They've had their power removed almost based on what's been going on. Final outcome, please. Anything else you can tell us, please, Spirit? Wow. Yeah, there's a loss here behind this. A very focused energy and a loss, and it's like they're going to have to take stock at the end of all this. Now, again, if you're cross-watcher, maybe you're watching this for someone, so that would relate. But if you are an Aquarius, I don't feel like this is you that's missing out. It feels to me, the majority of you, it feels to me like this is someone that's linked to you. And this is the scenario that's going on. But whoever's been lying and there's all porcupines around them is essentially going to be totally revealed, all right, from this month, for the lies that they've done. And I feel like it's a really long process of lie that they've had. Yeah, look, bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. The truth and clarity is totally coming out here, all right, guys. So look, by all means, if you want to get in contact with me for a more personalised reading in this situation, let me know. You know, my information is in the description box. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. All your likes, shares, subscriptions, it means a lot to me. Massively appreciate this. Have a wonderful, wonderful February. Take good care of yourselves and speak soon.